Okay, question 3. The important part here is we're looking for the mark which is exceeded by 75%. So 75% people are more than this mark, which means 25% of people are less than this mark. Well, that's the definition of the lower quartile, and in this case, from the diagram, you can figure out the lower quartile is 25, a mark of 25. Okay, to find the median and interquartile range, we need to find the lower quartile, the upper quartile, and the median. So n plus 1 divided by 4 gives you the position of the lower quartile, divided by 2 gives you the median, and 3/4 of n plus 1 gives you the upper quartile position. So let's figure out what positions we're looking for. We're looking at the 8th, the 16th, and the 24th position. So we're going to start by counting from the left along. The 8th is circled, then the 16th, and then the 24th. Those are the numbers that are the lower quartile, the median, and the upper quartile. So the median is 51. The interquartile range is the upper quartile, subtracting the lower quartile. So 63 minus 46. That gives you 17. So 51 and 17 are the answers. So we're going to start by marking on the median, the lower quartile, and the upper quartile, and making our box to begin with. After this, we're going to use the interquartile range and multiply it by 1.5. We found the interquartile range to be 17 earlier in the previous part of this question. So 25.5, we can go 25.5 above that of upper quartile. It takes us to 88.5. Any numbers above this point are outliers. We can do the same below the lower quartile. If we do the subtraction, we end up at 20.5. And any numbers below 20.5 are outliers. So the numbers 14 and 90 at either end of the data are outliers, and we mark them on with a cross. We then go to the next number, which is going to be 26 and 85, and we draw our whiskers up to that point. And that's the correct answer. Finally, when you're asked to compare and contrast the marks, you're looking really at the box plots. You can state that the medians are different, in fact they are much lower for females. The interquartile range, although quite similar, is actually smaller for females than males, and you can see that from the box plot. The range is also much greater for males, so the range is the length of the whole box plot and is less for males. So stating those three things, they're the three things that you can use. The average, that measure of central tendency, the interquartile range and range are both measures of spread as a mark for each.